Hello everybody. This may not be the nicest video necessarily I've ever made, but it's supposed to be kind of half a joke, as in the context of the debate yesterday between Tim Walz and JD Vance. Following that, most people did not think Tim Walz did very good, and this meme here on the screen circulated online, basically Obama saying here, I need a VP dumber than me, and then Joe Biden, I need a VP dumber than me, and then Kamala, I need a VP dumber than me, and then a picture of Tim Walz kind of looking disheveled on the debate stage. Now, this reminded me a lot of legendary investor. I'll show a video here now. Carl Icahn explaining the kind of the downfalls of CEOs in America. How he explains it here. I won't give away too much, but he kind of explains it following a similar pattern of this in terms of a CEO intentionally putting somebody in the second spot who's a little bit dumber than him, just so that he doesn't feel as threatened. So let's listen to Carl Icahn have some words here because it's pretty funny. And I mean, it could be a parallel to what we're seeing right now. I don't think anyone would say Kamala and Tim Walz are the smartest people in the entire world.
CEOs get into to get elected. I call it anti-Darwinian. I call it anti-survival of the fittest when you see these guys who run these companies today, for the most part, with a number of exceptions. The guy is the fraternity president in college. And I'm not telling you, I'm sure there's some of you out there that are fraternity presidents, and I'm not telling you all of them are bad guys. But I remember in college, and the fraternity president is the kind of guy that is sort of likable guy, the guy that is always at the frat house. With me, it was an eating club when I went to college. But he'd always be there, you know, and if you went over there, you wondered if he ever studied, because whenever you were feeling down, whenever you wanted to shoot a little pool, have a drink, your girlfriend didn't show up or something, you'd go over, and he was there. He was always there. How you doing, Carl? What's going on? You know, your girlfriend didn't come, you can't trust any of them, usual conversation. You go, oh, that's great, yeah, thank you. You like the guy, play a little pool, have a drink with him, and obviously, when it came time to get elected to be the frat president or the eating club president, he'd say, great, you know, and you vote for him. Now, this guy goes on, you know, he goes on into the world of business. And a likable guy, maybe not too bright, maybe even a buffoon, but likable, and also a good political guy. Because, you know, there was always competition to be the head of the club. And he's good political, so he has all these qualifications. He doesn't make waves. He understands being a survivor, and he moves up the corporate ladder. And this is what we have today. They move up the corporate ladder, don't make waves, not a threat to the guy above them, and they just keep moving up and up. Never had many ideas, but just was there. So this doesn't help our corporations very much. It doesn't help us be competitive. It's the wrong people for this job today in our companies. But he just keeps moving up and moving up and moving up the ladder, right? And you have all these headaches because the guys don't know how to literally run the company. So anyway, this guy, who's the CEO candidate, keeps moving up and up and up the ladder. He's a survivor. So as a survivor, he's not going to ever have a number two guy underneath him that's smarter than him. He doesn't want a guy that can challenge him because, God forbid, somebody on the board should meet the number two guy. And he's moving up and up the ladder until he becomes number two to the CEO. And now he's number two to the CEO. And, you know, sooner or later the CEO retires, right? The CEO puts him there because the CEO realized this guy is not a challenge because a little dumber than the CEO. So now he becomes the CEO. And now he finds his number two guy a little dumber than him, right? Well, sooner or later, we're going to be run by morons, by definition. And thank you. And we are not far from that now. It's a sad commentary on our country.
Pretty interesting story there by Carl Icahn explaining some of the issues with American CEOs right now. But yeah, do you think this is happening with politics in America right now? And again, this is meant to be slightly humorous, but also slightly true. And certainly, like, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz chose to be in politics, so it's certainly fair to criticize them. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you think this phenomenon is actually happening? Do you think there's some level of truth to this photo, that, or even just some level of truth to Carl Icahn's story, that there's a bit of an incentive to actually put somebody in second place beneath you that doesn't really threaten you too much? And I would say even there was speculation, at least among some people, that Kamala did not want to pick from Pennsylvania Josh Shapiro. I did hear some rumblings that it was because she did not want him to show her up in terms of like interviews and stuff like that. Now that's speculation. I don't know. I don't believe that was officially reported or anything, but I have heard that more than once. So anyway, with that said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.